iPhone 17 lineup for next year is already under speculation to have notable improvements over the iPhone 16 series. Rumor has it that the rectangular camera bump on the rear of the iPhone 17 Pro and Pro Max models takes up more area on the rear, hence they get bigger. To guarantee fit with wireless charging, it is also expected that the back panels of the iPhone 17 Pro and Pro Max could have part aluminum and part glass design. Now, thanks to tipster Jukamasreev on social media platform X, previously Twitter, a fresh rumor stating Apple would release a new display technology in the iPhone 17 Pro versions has surfaced. If such is the case, Apple could replace the present LTPO, low-temperature polycrystalline oxide, publicly known as LTPO, display panel with low dielectric T, new display tech. Most likely, the technology relates to a PCB beneath the OLED panel. Additionally, translating into higher power saving is a low dielectric constant. Jukamasreev therefore adds that the low dielectric T-tech improves battery efficiency, maximizes display durability, and enhances overall performance compared to existing display technologies. With improvements including a smaller dynamic island, 12 gigs of RAM, 24 megapixels selfie camera, and a 19 Pro 3-nanometer processor, the iPhone 17 Pro and Pro Max variants would be a desirable upgrade over more recent phones. Except for the screens. Apple will be transitioning over to aluminum frames from titanium for the iPhone 17 variants. The source doesn't disclose the rationale behind this shift, but it appears to be imminent. Moreover, the camera modules on the back of the iPhone 17 Pro and 17 Pro Max versions are anticipated to get even bigger. The rectangular camera bump will be made of aluminum and could occupy more area on the back than before. Based on the details, the upper half of the back of the iPhone 17 Pro and Pro Max variants could include part aluminum and part glass design. Notably, the bottom part of the back panel will retain glass to maintain compatibility with wireless charging technology. The back of the Pro and Pro Max models will sport a new part aluminum, part glass design. The top of the back will include a larger rectangular camera bump made of aluminum rather than standard 3D glass. The bottom half will stay glass to accommodate wireless charging, two people said. This discovery, paired with an earlier tip of the iPhone 17 Pro Max possessing a smaller dynamic island, alludes to a dramatic overhaul in the future iPhones. The top-of-the-line model is also believed to be packed with 12 gigs RAM and an updated cooling technology, allowing for higher performance and efficiency. Apple wants more control over every element of its products. According to a fresh assertion by analyst Ming-Chi Kuo, Apple may deploy in-house Wi-Fi and Bluetooth chips in next year's iPhone 17 series. Additionally, the corporation is scheduled to entirely move over to in-house communication hardware within the next 3 years. The recently announced iPhone 16 series comes with the company's own SoC system on chip, the A18 and A18 Pro. However, it doesn't carry an in-house Wi-Fi and Bluetooth chip. Apple now makes use of Wi-Fi and Bluetooth chips made by Broadcom, as mentioned by Kuo. This may change with the iPhone 17 series. Kuo claims that the iPhone 17 series, perhaps launching in the second half of 2025, will have Wi-Fi and Bluetooth chips designed by Apple. For producing the chips, Apple may cooperate with its longtime supplier, TSMC from Taiwan, with its N7 process. Furthermore, the report says that the chip would support Wi-Fi 7. If accurate, the future iPhones will be able to offer faster speed and lower latency. It is unknown which models will get the new Apple-designed and TSMC-manufactured Wi-Fi plus Bluetooth chips first. Kuo also predicts that Apple's 5G and Wi-Fi chips will be two distinct chips, implying that it may appear in Apple Watch, iPad, or perhaps the iPhone SE4 before the iPhone 17. For this, Apple is trusting its long-standing partner from Taiwan, TSMC, to create the processors using its N7 process. Apple is projected to continue utilizing 3-nanometer CPUs for the iPhone 17 models next year, and will only adopt 2-nanometer chips with the 2026 iPhone 18 series. Kuo says, the processors for 2025 iPhone 17 models will be built by TSMC within 3P process and 3-nanometer technology. The processor for 2026 iPhone 18 models is predicted to feature TSMC 2-nanometer technology. However, because of cost considerations, not all new iPhone 18 models may be equipped with a 2-nanometer chip. It is thought that Apple could save the 2-nanometer CPUs for the iPhone 18 Pro and Pro Max variants, while the company could use 3-nanometer processors inside the ordinary iPhone 18 models, the reason being cost limitations. The fundamental difference between 2-nanometer and 3-nanometer processors is that the 2-nanometer chips house more transistors than the 3-nanometer equivalents, allowing them to deliver superior performance and power, preserving the processor's size and efficiency. It was recently rumored that Apple has allocated all of TSMC 2-nanometer chip capacity for the iPhone 17 series. So we have to wait and watch if this reservation applies to only the Pro models or the full series. This year, Apple expanded the 5x optical zoom camera was launched in the Pro model alongside the Pro Max, which was previously the exclusive recipient. However, it appears unlikely that the periscope lens will trickle down to lower versions and even the iPhone 17 Air. Reportedly, LG Innotek is creating a new camera module in the new plant, where the corporation has committed $267 million. The current iPhone 16 supports up to 2x optical zoom, which is expected to remain the same on next year's iPhone 17 model as well. On the other side, the reported iPhone 17 Air is tipped to contain a single 48 megapixels camera. Rumors have also been circulating that all iPhone 17 models could include 24 megapixels selfie shooter. However, a Weibo post before the rebuttal did reference next year's iPhone SE 4. They said that it would not be affordable. Apple does not intend to make a cheap enough entry-level iPhone. They said the new SE will feature an OLED display, Face ID, 8 GB of RAM, and the latest A-series chipset, consistent with prior spec reports, including a minor price rise. As always, we must take these leaks with a few grains of salt. The information is a known and generally dependable source for developing new products, and Instant Digital has proven to be pretty accurate with forecasts in the past. The two flagship iPhone 17 models will be the first high-end iPhones to sport an aluminum frame since the division of the iPhone lineup into Pro and non-Pro versions. In recent years, lower-end iPhone models, such as the iPhone SE and iPhone 16, have had aluminum frames. Until the advent of the iPhone 15 Pro, high-end iPhone models featured stainless steel frames. Now, the high-end iPhones feature titanium chassis, a development that was promoted as one of the primary advancements of the iPhone 15 Pro. With the release of the iPhone 17 series, Apple is apparently intending to bring the complete selection of smartphones back to aluminum. The rear of the iPhone 17 and iPhone 17 Pro Max will also have a new part aluminum, part glass design. The top half of the back will be made of metal and have a rectangular camera bump made of aluminum rather than traditional 3D glass, while the bottom half will continue to be made of glass to facilitate wireless charging. Apple introduced a glass back to the iPhone with the iPhone 8 and iPhone X in 2017. However, prior to that, every iPhone save the iPhone 3G, iPhone 3GS, and iPhone 5C had an aluminum rear. The new metal camera bump of the iPhone 17 Pro will also supposedly be greater than that of prior versions. The new design will offer one of the most dramatic cosmetic modifications to the high-end iPhone models in recent years. The information has a good track record for accurate Apple rumors, so the current report is quite likely to pan out. The iPhone 17 Pro and iPhone 17 Pro Max are slated to ship in the fall of 2025 alongside the iPhone 17 and iPhone 17 Air. Apple will remove the physical SIM card on iPhones in more countries next year, though it is not yet known which nations. Apple did away with the SIM card slot in the United States with the iPhone 14 models, but a physical SIM has so far been present on iPhones sold outside of the United States. It is probable that it's simply the iPhone 17 Air that will lack a SIM tray due to the slim design predicted for the gadget. The next iPhone 17 Pro and iPhone 17 Pro Max could include batteries that are easier to remove, employing the same technology Apple used in the iPhone 16 and 16 Plus. The iPhone 16 and 16 Plus employ a form of glue that can be loosened using a low-voltage electrical current. However, the 16 Pro and Pro Max have normal adhesive. Next year, All iPhone 17 models might include the new, easier-to-remove adhesive, which makes battery changes simpler. But before the iPhone 17 series arrives, Apple is anticipated to reveal the much-awaited iPhone SE 4 sometime around March 2025. So that's it for today's video. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more tech news and updates. See you in my next video. Goodbye.